keeping those images, what actually makes an image for you, George, that you are going to put onto your grid, Instagram? Are you going to have a picture and you just don't feel it looks right? I mean, what's your decision making by putting a picture onto Instagram, your grid?
It's got to look commercial. It's got to look good. I get very frustrated in the industry, actually, because there's so many amazing natural hair artists that does natural colour work, and actually it takes a lot more noggin and a lot more thought to do a well thought out natural colour. But you bang it on Insta, gets 30 likes. You put somebody up with pink hair, boom, 150 likes, and it's dead easy. For me, it's just got to look. It's got to look good. It's not got to be patchy. It's got to be commercial, because I want clients to buy into me, and there's always a story behind it of where we started out and how we got there.
Yeah, and lots of people actually put down, I'm just kind of scrolling back again, there were a lot of people saying, look how much Instagram has helped grow their business. And would you say without Instagram your business would not be as busy, Jordana?
No, I don't.
Right,
I don't
okay.
use Instagram for my business.
You
I don't get
don't.
clients from Instagram.
No, you don't get clients from Instagram. George, do you get clients from Instagram?
No, do you know what? I don't get clients from Instagram. I probably get but I get a lot of, I do, when clients come in, I ask you, how did you see me? How did you hear from me? So although directly people don't message me on Instagram, it's always, I've seen your Instagram. But I also made my Instagram very hairdresser focused. So I get a lot of work on education from other hairdressers. So yes, it makes me a ton of work on an education basis.
Wow, this
and
is
I think
really
on a client
interesting.
basis.
This is so interesting.
One of the filters, sorry to interrupt there, one of the filters that I love that I don't have on the Samsung, but you have on the iPhone, is the one that blurs the background. I think that's amazing because it really makes the haircut or the colour just pop.
Oh, I kind of like that. I've used Portrait on Insta. I've used Portrait on my iPhone.
So are you actually doing your Instagram then for hairdressers?
Yeah, I don't do my hairdresser my Instagram for clients. My client, I'm very lucky. I've got a really good client base, but yeah, it's very hairdresser focused. My salon page is client focused. We talk about products, journeys. My Georgia Bell hair is completely separate, and it's all about education.
Yeah, I just find it really interesting. I hear so many conversations about how we've got to be speaking to clients, but are clients looking on Instagram for hairdressers, and using all these hashtags? I mean, it's a whole different conversation, Jordana, but I'm not convinced how much businesses really grow from Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're a real entrepreneur and businesswoman, you would use it for your first line of business. You would use it to translate clicks into money. However, being hairdressers, we're creative, and I feel a lot of people use it as a personal diary, like I do. It's my work portfolio. It's my bomb creativity, and none of it makes sense. Sometimes it's colour, long hair colour work. Sometimes it's vivid. Sometimes it's black and white. It's all over the shop, but I don't care because it's my personal work.
It's your CV. It's your CV, isn't it?
Yeah,
for brands,
I like that.
for customers,
Yeah.
And
then there are days where I'm really honest, and I'll say, I'm feeling really shit, whatever. The other day I did a colour that was quite patchy because the client had previously lightened her hair at home. I posted that. And then sometimes you just want to post only like other people's work and say what's inspired you. So I use it in a slightly different way, probably not the best way, but I love it.
Yeah, I've got to be honest, we're all talking about Instagram, and Rosalind here, it's more Facebook for me. Locally, it's Facebook for clients.
I'm noticing these comments, and everyone's saying Facebook, and it's the same for us.
Facebook,
all our clients.
we have ignored, I feel, Facebook for far too long. I've got to be honest, we've all become so obsessed by Instagram, yet Facebook, I tell you, it's strong. It really is strong, because I still think the vast majority of your business or your clients are on Facebook, Jordana.
Yeah, I mean, I would say we don't do much social media advertisements. We've only just started to put a little bit of money towards it because, as you know, and I shared with you guys a few weeks ago, that we were really struggling. We were quite quiet. So we've done a Google campaign that's used Facebook as its main kind of outreach, and we've got a few clients from it, which is great. So I'm going to be exploring that a bit more, but it's not something we've normally done because we've been lucky enough to kind of have word of mouth and, you know, good old fashioned kind of recommendations, but it's something I will be looking into more.
Yeah. George, do I see your hand up?
Yeah, sorry, I get all my clients from Facebook, and since then we've also we've gone on to online booking. That's got us a load of clients, so people can online book via Forest. That got us about 15 last week, and website. But yeah, generally speaking, it's all Facebook.
Yeah, it is. I just feel Facebook is becoming bigger again. I know we're here on Facebook, and please Facebook reward us, push us out there even more tonight. But it is becoming bigger. It hasn't gone away, and I just feel that there is this little bit of a community vibe, which is going to bring us on perfectly later to our live, and I think it's good. I just want to finish this subject, ladies, on the reality of hair show and events. Now, you were part of Colour World, right? Great Colour. I heard it was a huge success. I didn't watch it, but I heard it was a great success. But again, is that reality? I know when I've seen shows and I've been to events and you see this incredible work and you want to replicate that on the salon floor, but how realistic is it able to do that, Jordana? The colours that you done for Colour World, are they really salon friendly and realistic that you can do?
Well, funny you should say that, because this morning I got a text from Jackman's wife, whose name is Lydia, I believe. And she texted me saying from the Colour World picture that I did, which is basically a flamingo pink into like a denim blue, but it's quite pastel-like. She said that a client had picked it up and said she wanted that, and so she did that kind of colour palette on her client. So it can be picked up by clients, but I also do think it depends on the educator. So at Colour World, I was saying my technique is actually can be used for colour root melting from highlights down to like a bit more of natural reverse balayage. So it depends on how the educator translates that into salon friendly techniques. I think sometimes we tend to use vivids to actually show or demonstrate a technique, but that technique is translatable across all of the everyday colour work that we do. Would you agree, George?
Yeah, I mean, I think you always attract what you put out, don't you? The work that you put out on your social media feeds or whatever you like to do, you're going to attract it in. We have a mix of natural artists and we have a mix of bright artists, and we get alternative and commercial. The colour that I did at Colour World, I've done on clients before. You know,